In this lecture, we will learn what a linear search is and how to implement a linear search using Python code. A linear search is a one-by-one sequential search of the items. Every item is checked until either a match is found or the end of the collection is reached. Pretend we have a list of integers 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We will use a linear search to find element 3. First, we will check the first element in the list, which is 1. Since 1 is not 3, we move on to the second element in the list, which is 2. Since 2 is not 3, we move on to the third element in the list, which is 3. Now that we have found 3, the linear search algorithm stops executing. Now we're going to learn how to implement a linear search in Python. Let's write a function that will perform a linear search. First, we will use Python's def keyword since we are defining a function, and we will name the function linear search. Our function will take in two parameters, one named elements and the other named x. Elements will be the list of items we are searching through, and x will be the item we are searching for. Inside of this function, we will have a variable named length that we will set equal to a call to the len function with elements passed in. Then comes a for loop. We will use for I in range length so that the program iterates over each item in the elements list. If the element at that index is the element we are searching for, then we will return I. Outside of the for loop and the if statements, we will return -1 because if the for loop finished executing without finding the element, then the element is not in our list. Let's test out our code. First, we need to use the print statement, or else even if the code runs, we won't see the output since print logs it to the console. We will call our linear search function and pass in a list with the elements 1, 2, 3, and 4. As the element we are searching for, we will pass in 2. When we run the code, notice that 1 was printed to the console. Since indexing starts at 0, the index of element 2 in our list is 1. Let's run a few more test cases. When testing your code, it is important that you run multiple cases on it that yield different results to ensure that it performs properly in all of the different scenarios. Next, let's change the element we are searching for to 5. Note that 5 is not in the list, so the correct output for the program is -1. When we run the code, notice that -1 is printed to the console, meaning our code worked. Also, it is important to recognize that our code works with lists of other data types, not just integers. For example, we can try our code on a list of strings A, B, and C. If we are searching for B and run the code, the program prints out 1. If we pass in a letter that the list does not contain, like E, and run our code, notice that -1 is printed out. In the next lecture, we will learn how to implement an iterative binary search in Python.